What's up, everybody? Viper here, and today's kind of an OCD kind of video. I'm gonna go over how I actually get these lockers in a nice straight line, and probably do the same thing with the fences. But if you have these lockers you pick up, it's easiest to do this at the White House um, if you want stuff straight, just because when you build anything here at the White House, it's always lined up in a right angle to the White House. Like the fences, this is straight with the front of the house, or really anything. The lockers, it'll be lined up with one of the walls at least. So I could put the lockers here and they'll be straight up against the wall. And if you look here, you see how it's completely lined up with the wall. And this is how I line up build lockers with the wall. Right here, it's easy to do. If you wanted to start, say, here and put one there, and then you can go, it's easier to put them from the left side and work your way to the right, just because it's hard to see where exactly it is to make them straight. So it'll be easier going this way with them. Now if you're going to do another different side of the wall, this does take time. I mean, I'll literally sit here and just do this. But if I need to turn this around to go, say, on this wall, I'll come over here to this part here of the wall, and I'll turn it, and then I'll get it as straight as I possibly can, so it's not like this, but it's lined up with the side of the wall. I know it's about good enough, and then I'll place it down. And then just turn it around, and I'll keep doing it over and over till I get the however many lockers I need. I don't normally show this on video just because it's tedious. But if you like your stuff nice and neatly organized, it's something you'll end up doing. And with the lockers that are already built, the first one, I'll take it and I will use the parts of the floor, and I'll try to line it up as best I can with the straight edge, because the straighter you get these, the easier they are to put down in a straight line. And then I'll put it here, and then you can move your other lockers beside it. You don't have to be so perfect on the second and third ones, or the longer you go down there, but the more straight you have it, the less gaps you'll have. So you might want to actually line it up with the boards, which is about where it is. But you'll put it down, and then it might be a little bit farther out. So I actually probably need to move this one back a little bit. And then you just kind of gotta mess with it, depending on how bad you are with wanting it exactly perfect. Trying to find a nice little line on the floor. It's hard to get them exactly right on perfect with the ones that you're already found in the world. But you have to do them, you have to put them on the left side and work your way right. If you try to put them on the other side, it'll always leave a gap. So no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to get rid of this gap, or at least not that I know of. So let me try to put another one on this, the left side of it, so I can use the wall. See, I'm trying to put it on the left side. It's not wanting to do that. But on the left side, you can put it straight up, or on the right side, you can put it straight up against it. But this is pretty much the as lined up as you're going to get them by just placing them down. It's not going to be as perfect as when you actually build them. Let me get some components. And then the ones you build, you can actually get them, you know, pretty much perfect all the way. But you're just going to have small little imperfections in the ones you actually place. And these fences, you can get like a square if you really want, but I'll end up using a table, one of these little end tables. You build them in this table here, just because it's right angles. Let's go ahead and build some fences. And if you're building a fence, if it will snap on and stay in a straight line. So let's just do a nice little box. But you're going to need to actually build one of the sides before you use this the table or whatever you want to use, like a box or whatever you have. And then I'll put the table right here on the fence post, and then I'm going to turn it until I have equal amounts on both sides. About there. And then you gotta move the stupid fence. It makes it easier to move it now than once it's built. And that's pretty much a right angle. I mean, it's not like a damn, might be a 1 or 2 degrees off, but it's as close as you're gonna get it. And since it's already lined up with the house, it's snapped in there just fine. Now, since this side's mostly straight, you could take oh, this has worked before. You get it to snap going the way you want it to go, and then you come over, damn it. I gotta make sure it doesn't snap into the other side. And then a lot of times you can just line it up by the looks of it. Yeah, that should be good enough. And if you want to put fences or the actual gates in here, I always just put up the distance I need of fences, and then I'll cancel the spot where I actually want the gate at. And then you just kind of line it up as best you can in the center of it. And the mist is coming in. Oh crap. This is gonna kill me, probably. No, I'm still alive. That was annoying. I was hoping they wouldn't have went to the fences when I was trying to build them. Alright, back here. So pretty much you got a nice little square fenced off area just by using one of these little stupid tables. And these tables aren't much to build. Just a couple pieces of wood and some nails. But that's how I try to keep stuff straight. And it's really a whole lot easier here at this White House. Just because everything is built in right angles to this White House. Depends on where you build. When you actually pull up the build menu, it might not actually be right angles to stuff. So you just gotta find something straight and flat and just work from there. You can do the same thing with the walls. Like you can use the side of this wall right here and line stuff up if you want to go this way, or the back side, or whatever you want to do. But let me go back to my base and show you what I'm talking about by stuff not coming out straight. Alright, like over at my base, I wanted everything to be straight along with the road. But when you build something, it's that's how it automatically comes out. So it's not as perfect over here as it would be at the White House. Or at least I can't get it as perfect, just because I'm just too lazy. But all these lockers, I just end up using this part of the wall to line them up, and then just ended up building them all. What are you doing down there, Rachel? And the good thing about having all these little cabins around is it's easy to get your NPCs unstuck. Because you always have a shelter you can change to. Alright, I think that'll end the video of my OCD and how I get everything as straight as possible. If you got any suggestions for a video, or want me to test something or do something, just hit me up in the comments, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. But thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has a good day.